Joy, we're gonna give everyone a chance to join the live before we get started, but I can still we still have guys. We're having a little bit of technical issues because we're in the same studio together and we're doing this live together feature, but we're gonna get it together for you guys. I'm still getting echoes. I gotta yeah, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. All right, so you still hear that?
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
You don't have your headphones?
I don't think headphones is gonna help. I think I have to talk like this.
Yes.
So now it's not echoing.
No.
All right, so we'll do an intimate live. All right, so two people joining. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Um, this is Be the Difference Clothing. Do you want to tell everybody who you are? Who you sell?
Yes.
Okay, go
Yes.
ahead and tell
Yes. So my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I am so thankful that I'm here in your studio. I can't wait to talk about what's going on. But yeah, I do a lot of custom printing, inspirational messages on clothing, and whatever other needs people may need.
So the reason why I brought Joy on the live today is because she owns the Prestige A3+R, and a lot of you guys have been asking about the Prestige A3+R and what happened to it. A lot of you guys already know what happened to it, but people, I'm still getting DMs on Instagram about the Prestige A3+R. So, Joy, you purchased your Prestige A3+R from Swing Design, correct?
Yes.
Um, how was well? They don't even sell it no more. So, what would you recommend for somebody who's looking for something like a DTF machine that's comparable to the Prestige A3+R? Is there something to compare?
Listen, I would say watch your videos because of it was basically because of your videos why I even was interested in that machine. So I would recommend anybody to watch whatever videos you post about newer machines. Um, but I think, like they're all pretty much the same. The only difference is the user and how you actually maintain your machine, the knowledge that you have with using it, and the troubleshooting that you can get from either the company or watching videos like yours.
Okay. So, how long have you had your Prestige now?
I ordered it in February of 23,
Okay.
and today I would say that I'm very versatile in it. I've done a lot of printing for my own clothing for others. So I like it. I actually like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I like it too. So let me just put that out there. And so what is the largest size job you've printed on your Prestige A3+R?
I go as big as the machine can go. So right now I have the 13 inch or 13 wide.
Yeah.
So just because garment, you don't want to go too far. I go mostly like either 9 or 10 wide.
Now, what I mean by largest job, I didn't mean like largest size print. What I meant was like
Oh,
how many prints it in one order
I
do you
did 160. Yeah. And it was beautiful. The color came out
wait,
great.
wait, time out. You did order for 160 prints.
Yes.
Was it left
And I
chest or
actually
was it full
printed,
chest?
it was it was actually three positions. I did the front and the back on two positions. Because the one thing I didn't set up the print job for the back was to have both of the items together. So I had to physically line everything up for the back. I did a small chest logo, and then a big back. So it was the company's business and their address. Yeah.
So, how long did that take to print out? Is what I want to know.
It wasn't that long. I mean, let me just give you a backstory. I've been printing for over 7 years now. So once you've been printing for that long, you kind of already have an eye of like the garment positioning.
Yeah.
So it didn't take long. I would say if I didn't have to go to my day job, I would say like 2 days.
So you printed 100 and something. How many?
160.
And it only took you 2 days.
If I didn't have the interruption of having a 9 to 5, yeah. That's like a full work day, like 8 hours a day. You could do that. Now imagine if I only had to do one side.
Joy, the reason why I'm surprised is because the prints must have been small because for me, one day, and when I was running my Prestige A3+R, one day would be 40 if you're lucky. 40
Mhm.
prints if you're lucky.
Well, I was
So
lucky
2 days,
enough to
that's
pre-print.
80.
I had
So
pre-printed most of the transfers.
what do you mean by
So,
pre-printed?
like the transfers were majority of the transfers were printed out a couple days before I had to start the order.
So you're saying you made the shirts?
Hmm. It took me 2 days to print the shirts, but actually print the transfers, now that was
Yeah,
slower.
yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
talking about. To print the trans, we're talking about the Prestige A3+R, not to make the
Mm,
shirt. I'm talking about
okay.
how long did it take to print the transfers on the Prestige
So
A3+R?
that I would say it's 4 hours. For 10 transfers, it's about 4 hours. So yeah, it took a while.
Yeah,
It took a long time.
yeah, I'm trying to get people to understand like the speed of the Prestige and how it was. But I did do one video where I printed one full 13 by 19 and to give people an idea of the speed of the machine. But anyway, the Prestige, that's neither here nor there because that machine is now not selling anymore. They discontinued it. So if anybody wanted something that's comparable to it, I would suggest that you get the Prestige R2. The Prestige R2. That's, in my opinion, the next best thing. It's faster than the Prestige, but if that's not,
Yeah, that's on you. Got to just turn the volume down.
I think I'm talking too loud or something. Let me turn the volume down. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So because the Prestige A3+R is discontinued, I would recommend people get the R2, or if the R2 is not within your budget, I would recommend looking at Uninet. They have a smaller printer that's comparable to the A3+R that prints 13 by 19. Also, All American Print Supply. They also have the A4, which does not print 13 by 4. I think the A4 prints 8.5 by 11, so that's another option. But when you're looking to buy a DTF printer, you really have to think about what you plan on doing with it. Do you plan on um, just making T-shirts as kind of like a hobby kind of thing? Because when it comes to doing real business in volume, you're going to need a bigger printer. Now, I think
Hmm.
R2, you can probably pump out some reasonable volume with it. And but if you want to do like a whole lot of transfers and do volume, then you're gonna need something like that machine right there. You're
Yes.
gonna need something like the Ricoma Revel 2402, even the Ricoma 1202. But if I would say between both those machines that I would highly recommend the uh, the 2402 because they're somewhat close in pricing. So I would say just go ahead and get the big one if you can. And what's funny about the two machines, the Ricoma Revel 1202 versus the 2402, is uh, the 1202's body, because the 1202, the Ricoma 1202, it's the printer is connected to the body, to the dryer and shaker, the baker, the oven, but it's wider than the one that prints bigger. It's really weird the way they did that. Um, it's an attractive looking machine, but it's just too big for what it does. But that's why I would advise getting the bigger one, because the shaker oven is smaller. So what was the most difficult part? Like what was the what was it like getting your DTF printer set up? Was there like when before you did your first print? How long did it take you from when you received your printer to doing your first print? And how difficult was the learning curve in learning how to print transfers?
I wouldn't say it was difficult because I prepared myself. I did a lot of research.
Okay,
I
big
watched a
first
lot
part.
of videos, so it
Yeah,
wasn't very hard. I did have to invest in a PC because I'm Mac all day. Um, so I had to invest in a PC just so that the program could run. And then after that, the setup was fine. I do say Swing was pretty good with their customer service. They were there with me all the way. But as far as like you were saying, what you plan on using your machine for, and how often and how many jobs you want to do,
yeah,
you might want to go bigger. Or if you want to just try it out and like maybe transition from having to outsource your product, start with that. But again, my machine is no longer available.
right,
But I like it. You know, had I not have the tutorials that I used, there's no directions. Like they show you videos, but it's not in depth enough to understand like how do
yeah.
you print? Like what do I look out for?
Right. And also, we talked earlier today, and you told me that you used one of the videos that I posted to clean your print head, and that's another thing that they don't really show.
They do not show that.
And it's unfortunate because for people that don't know that, they would think like they need a new print head, or they would think something's wrong with the printer. That's why I think like people, the influencers online that make videos and tutorials and stuff and experiment with their equipment is really, really invaluable resource that's available to people that are buying this equipment. And I'm just glad I'm able to make videos to help people
I
have a smoother
100%
run
agree.
than I had. Yeah,
I mean, the problem is though, if you don't even know where the print head is or what the functionality of the print head, you're not even going to know that's the issue.
right.
So, had I not run across your video about maintenance, the in depth portion of maintenance, I wouldn't have known about the print head. You see it, but you're not like, oh, I need to clean that too,
Well, it's not about. I don't think for most people it's about knowing. I think it's about how close the print head is to the thing, and it doesn't come up. You know what I mean? The bottom of the machine, and in that machine it has like no access to the print head. But let me ask you a question. Um, that large job that you did,
Hmm.
would you feel confident in taking larger jobs like that again?
Absolutely.
Even though it takes
Absolutely.
like, if you don't get discouraged when you get a large job, and knowing how long it's going to take your printer to print all those DTFs.
Nope. But ding, 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 ding. That's why I partnered with you.
Yeah,
So now, if I do have a large job, and for us, I think we both can agree that customer service is everything, and it's important to be able to have a quick turnaround for customers and or supporters. So even though I know I can do it, I absolutely prefer to have the job completed quicker. So that's why I partnered with you.
yeah. So yeah, like the thing is with the Prestige and machines like it, I always try to explain to people like we're trying to, as small business owners, we're trying to make money, and the way to get to the level that we're trying to get to is to be able to produce those larger orders faster so that we can take more larger orders. And the larger orders give our businesses more profit. So if you can knock those orders out faster and get more of those larger orders, then there's your huge profit right there. And that's what we're trying to get to.
And then
So
it's efficient for everybody because
100%.
you receive your product, you can over exceed the expectation to your clients
Yeah.
because now you have yours faster than any other company. That I believe so because I know when I used to order transfers from other companies, it would take about a week.
Yeah.
Like, I
And
think between the both of us, we can bang it out within 2 days or less.
I can bang it out the same day. I was banging
There you
out the same
go.
day. But see, the problem with those larger companies is they each of those larger companies they have a lot of business, right? They have a lot of business because they that's their main business. That's what they do, right? But with us, we're just starting out, so we don't have like a lot of customers. But we're going to grow to that point, and then when we go to that point, we get more machines and we hire staffing so that we can keep on pumping out the volume faster, so we can give customers their stuff in a fast turnaround. But I look forward to the day when I can't print as fast as the orders I'm getting. That's like a dream. That'll be incredible if when I get to that point. But I just made a video earlier today when I talked about um, DT embroidery versus DTF and what I like the most. And even though in that video I said I like embroidery more because of the artistic part of embroidery, the earning potential of DTF is just far exceeds embroidery when you have a machine like the Revel that prints super fast, or even the R2. Because I haven't seen the R2 in action yet, but and I normally don't talk about machines that I don't have and I haven't used, but I talked to some people behind the scenes that are, that pretty much the guys that sell the R2 pretty much, and they said that it's significantly faster than the Prestige was, but it's definitely not as fast as that is, you know. So I'm anxious to see people that are getting the R2 and to see how fast it prints and how and so that you guys that are watching videos like this and that are interested in buying a DTF printer can see what your options are. Because I was supposed to get one, but I don't think I'm going to get one anymore. I don't think since I've gotten got this big one, they're gonna send it to me anymore. The guy said, "Hello, glad to listen to the program. Thank you, the guy for tuning in. We appreciate you. We appreciate you." Now, Joy, for those people that are want to know what we're doing and why you're on here, it's because let me just explain to people. It's because that like we're trying to like we're going to form a partnership so that we can be able to fulfill orders faster. So Joy is north of me, and I'm south of her. So the orders that I get that are in her area that she can turn around fast with her equipment, she's going to take care of, and the orders that are down here that are larger, I'm going to take care of, so that you guys can get your stuff faster. So trying to build a network so that we can kind of get stuff going, getting to you guys faster. Because I know one of the difficult things about, I think it's your microphone.
Yeah. Let's see.
You should just talk with your phone.
It popped you up. But Comfort Zone, you can go to AlanAWade.com and place your orders there. So it's
See,
AlanAWADE.com.
so see now we don't have the problem. You're trying to be fancy with your microphone, and you messed up.
Listen, you gotta come correct, okay?
That
I
was messed
can't
up.
help that my microphone is so good. Shout outs to the techie world.
Right. All right, so somebody Comfort Zone wrote where do you go get transfer from? AlanAWade.com, Comfort World. I'll type it in the chat. Well, I just okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. Joy, you can type it. Do we have access to the typing in the chat? I don't think we do.
Not on the cell phone, but I can go on the computer to the live and then
I can't. This is weird. So when you do live together, you can't type and interact with people. You
but
can only
even on the
talk.
cell phone in general, because I think like let's just say if you're on your cell phone driving, they don't want you typing. So I think they just eliminated that
Well, if you're
option.
on the typing, if you're in the car driving and you go live, you're not. Well,
Look, how many people text?
You're not.
I
Yeah.
know when I go live on my
Okay.
on my cell phone, if I'm at a stoplight, I want to tap in the chat too.
I digress, guys. Don't text and drive, and don't take video and driving though. I mount my stuff. I got all types of mounts on my dashboard, so I mount everything. But yeah, I'm excited about what we're trying to do here, and the thing that I wanted to mention before is that like I'm encouraging people to try to start their businesses and not overextend themselves financially. If you feel comfortable with making those purchases, then go ahead, by all means, buy yourself a DTF printer, buy yourself a DTG printer, buy yourself an embroidery machine, all that stuff. But I encourage you to use affiliate links so that small people can get a small percentage of the purchases that you make because at no additional cost for you. And also, I encourage you guys to give the small businesses a chance, right? Because the reason being, and the issue with that is when you're starting a business, right, or trying to fulfill orders and you don't have the actual equipment, your turnaround is kind of at risk. So you need those transfers fast as possible, right? But the time between a customer asking you, hey, can you make me a shirt? Okay, I need 10 shirts with this design. You figure out the design, you do the artwork. The artwork is settled. Now you need those transfers as fast as possible so you can get it back to the customer. So, like you said, when you put in orders with those larger companies, a lot of the times it's 2 and 3 days, sometimes even more.
It's
And I've
longer.
experienced that before.
It's
I've
longer.
experienced that before, right? So we're trying to, I know for a fact that right now, if I get the orders that I get right now, they're going out tomorrow morning, right? And I don't care what it is right now because before when I had the Prestige, I would get a little nervous because if I get an order for 20, it's going to take me a day to print it out and it's going to go out the next day.
But it
If I,
still could go out the next day.
yeah, but that's like I said before, that's not the money we want. We want to get to the point where we getting 10 and 20 and 30 of those 20 transfer orders and 40 of those 20 transfer orders. How you gonna get
Yes.
that out? That's gonna take you all week. You know what I mean? So we're capable of doing that now. I'm capable of doing those orders now. So AlanAWade.com. Put in your orders. If you want some, I also have some samples. So go to my website, sign up for my mailing list, and let me know if you want some samples, and I'll send you out some samples, guys. I made a video, a little short video, showing you guys exactly how to press my transfers and peel my transfers. Thank you, Zelda Ivy. I appreciate you. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely trying to network, and that's what we're doing. Trying to help, not only you guys but other business owners uh, grow their businesses also. So like Joy's an example of that. I started off with the Prestige. She has a Prestige, and hopefully we can figure out a way where she can grow to the point where she can get a larger DTF printer too, and we can start boom, 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 and growing this thing even more. So yeah, looking forward to how this thing works out and seeing if we can make it super effective so that we can get customers out their stuff faster. So yeah. Guys, if you guys are watching and have any questions for either one of us, Joy is at Be the Difference Clothing on YouTube. So go follow her there. A lot of inspiration and motivational stuff there. If you are ever feeling down and you need some uplifting, just go listen to some words of inspiration over on her channel. And if you ever need, hey Althea Harris, how are you doing? If you ever need any motivation as far as garment decorating, you come over here and you don't have to watch the full video. Just go back to my early videos, see where I was, then come back to the late videos and see where I am right now. And that alone should be motivation and inspiration for you to keep on going so you can grow your business, guys. All right, so I'm gonna end this live, guys. If there's anything you guys want to ask, then now's your time. If not, then we're gonna end this live, and we'll be back on the next video, everybody. So
Yes, definitely go to www.alanawade.com to order your transfers. They will be coming from professionals. We've been in the business, I think, combined about 20 years.
100%, yeah.
Crazy.
Not printing
Because
DTFs, obviously, but in the
because
business,
I've been
yeah,
I've been I've been printing like maybe a year before you.
100%, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
like combined, we have 20 years experience
Yeah,
in this field. And now we've expanded to the point where we want to serve it. We want to be of a service to you
yeah,
and show and give you a better product. So it's a good thing. And then, again, it opens up doors for more people to have businesses on their own, or even when we get to the point where we have multiple orders, then somebody may need to come in and work. And that's a
100%.
full-time job. Like, that's what we should be doing as a community. We should be helping each other by employing each other. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
we support so many other types of industries, but yet we forget to sew back into our own.
100%.
So
percent
I'm
Well put.
excited about this endeavor
Yeah,
because we're sewing into our own so that we can provide a service and even employment for others. And if that doesn't make you excited, I don't know.
hey, great minds think alike. Great minds think
You know what
alike.
I'm saying?
So, Joy, thank you for coming on and having a brief discussion with me. I appreciate you, and thank you guys that tuned in, for tuning in, and everybody else that's going to catch the restream. Just go ahead on over, and if you have any suggestions of transfers that you want to see, I'm going to do another live. I was supposed to do it this week, but this week I got tangled up in this right here because I'm gonna tell you guys the honest truth. What I wanted to do was I wanted to become as proficient as possible in this machine, so that when you guys give me an order, I can knock it out as fast as possible. So I sacrificed making a few extra videos this week with just sitting with the machine, learning the ins and outs, talking on the phone with the techs. And Ricoma, if you guys see this video, I promise you right now, I am better than most of your techs on this machine right here. I'm just saying, not to toot my own horn, but it is what it is. Like, and I've only had it for a short amount of time,
And you may have a new customer too. Like, I'm very impressed.
but I owe it all to a Prince Supply Co. And also Uninet for trusting me with their equipment, trust me to make videos on their equipment, and test their equipment out, and troubleshoot things and learn things. I owe it all to those two, because without that experience, then I wouldn't have been able to jump into this and learn it so fast. And I will say, when you move up with machines from the R2 all the way up to these machines right here, you have to deal with this software called Hosensoft, and the software is not that easy to learn for a new person. So jumping into a bigger machine is going to be a little bit more challenging than a Prestige A3+R or a Prestige A4, where you don't have to line up the white with the colors. And it doesn't sound like, it doesn't make any sense what I'm saying, but you, until you get a DTF printer, you don't know, like, the color prints, and then the white goes on top of it. And you have two print heads with the bigger machines, and you have to line up the white to sit on directly on top of the color part, with the larger printers. With the A3+R and
It's
the
on that.
Prestige A4, it's just one print head, so it's already lined up perfectly, so you don't have to deal with that process. And that process is a nice, significant learning curve that can get a lot of people frustrated. But I knew once I got over that, that it'll be smooth sailing. And yesterday I took a moment just to learn that whole process. And because sometimes if you adjust something, your alignment can get off, but I know how to get it back on like that. And I spent hours on the phone with techs that, let's just say that they're probably new. And when you're new to a company and you're trying to teach somebody something, you can only regurgitate information that's been taught to you, but you don't really understand the concept of it. But when you're passionate about it, like I am about all this stuff, you can really process, okay, why is it doing this, and what part of this do I need to adjust to make to line the heads up, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So yeah, we get real technical with stuff over here, and whereas though people on the other end might just be looking at that as just a job. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Thumbs up the live, guys. Share
thumbs
it
up,
out.
share, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.